Hi, how you doing? How you be? Talk to the AB. Hope everybody's having a good evening, a good New Year's. Happy New Year! Woot! Hooty hoo! New Year's resolutions and all that. I don't know. I think I've gotten too old for New Year's resolutions. Every time I say I'm gonna do a New Year's resolution, it kind of just goes out the window. So I do apologize. I don't think I'll be doing that today. It's just like, okay, just keep your status quo and keep doing what you do, and everything will work out all right. It's kind of the way I look at it. So I do apologize for starting a little bit late. I was running into some issues here and there with a little bit of everything. My contacts were like, okay, you just not gonna see today. And I was just like, I didn't want to have glasses because I'm like a purist when it comes to like video and audio. Video and audio is like literally what I do. So it's like I'm like a purist. I don't like the reflection of my glasses to show in camera. I think that's kind of distracting for the viewer. So because of that, I try to put on contacts before this, but sometimes they just don't want to work. And it's like, okay, well, you're gonna have to work today. You're gonna have to figure this out because if not, it's gonna be a problem. So I do apologize for that, but I think everything is good now. So let's see here. Let me go ahead and make sure all of these are up. Alrighty. Also, I stream in portrait on YouTube because that just seems to be the way to get the most views. But if anybody suggests that they want me to stream in landscape, I definitely can. So just bear that in mind. So before we get started, let me just turn this AC down real quick because I am burning up. The moment I put on a shirt is the moment I get hot. That's essentially how that works. Put on a shirt, I get hot. That's pretty much it. If I'm just chilling and everything is fine and I'm like half like just running around in my underwear or something like that, it's no problem. As soon as I put on a shirt, I just burn up. So yeah, so there is a lot of things to talk about. I will be getting back to the trailer situation probably Saturday. I have like 30 of them, so I still have to get those all out. So be expecting like 100 videos in the next week. So I do apologize. I just need to catch up. I'm a little bit behind when it comes to the videos. I want to get all of that done, and I have a couple of days to do so before I have to, get back to work and everything like that. So I do want to get everything knocked out so I can at least get somewhat caught up. The only thing I'm caught up on is when it comes to Path of Exile. I'm pretty caught up on that, but everything else I'm a little behind on. So I will be working on getting that together. I got like a good 2 days to figure it out. So it's not that big of a deal. But with that being said, there are some changes that I have made to my warrior just for like quality of life changes and things that I have noticed. So let's actually look at it from a different perspective. So give me 1 second here. Let me open up my video. All right. So this is something that I was trying to, that I noticed and that I really, really enjoyed is this fight right here. So just to kind of give you an idea. So if you have been watching essentially the show and everything that has built up for the Warrior Titan, you know that I have added Grim Feast. I didn't know I thought Grim Feast was like a ascendancy or something for the gremlin or something, but Grim Feast is actually just a spirit skill that you can activate on your character. You get it at like level 6, like it's really, really low level. And then obviously we can go really high with it. We can go up to like level 14 with Grim Feast, same way we can go to level 14 with teleport. So now you have a level 14 Grim Feast that's feeding you energy shield. So that works really well, on top of the fact that now, your recharge rate is like 2 to 3 seconds. So you kind of have to hold your shield up and get out of the way so your energy shield can come back to you. But you can also just, as long as nobody's really pressuring you like that, you can just Grim Feast it. And all the little hits that happen while you're stampeding around, it gets mitigated by the Grim Feast. So that's essentially what I was doing here. But I like this fight. It's kind of a, it's an interesting fight, put it that way. So let me actually turn up the volume a little bit here, just making sure it doesn't actually affect my my audio. Yeah, I think it's fine. All right, so let's turn it up a little bit more for y'all. So he comes in like a few minutes here. So I like the fact that now when he teleports, he gets some space. You know what I mean? Whereas before, I used to run into a problem where I just cannot get any kind of space going. Okay, so still have my shield wall. Thought he was gonna come closer because I know that Kostas has the ability to teleport. He's the one who taught us how to do this. Okay, so he went for the ice ball thingy, which gives him a crazy high energy shield. So I'm just gonna eat through it. Plus he's already broken, so I was just gonna eat that. Rolled. He teleported. I teleported. That is sick. That is sick. That is sick, bro. So I dodged his attack, and then I tried to teleport out of the way. He teleported with me, and then he teleported for the slam, and I teleported back to dodge it. And this is while slowed, mind you. So I am still slowed. So I am slowed and cursed and enfeebled and all that kind of stuff. And then on top of that, you know, we're going very fast to begin with, and it doesn't matter because of the way he can teleport, the way he can move around. His movement is just ridiculous at this point. And so let's take a look at this damage here. All right, let's see if I can actually see his damage now. All right, 300, 900. Okay, cool. So it looks like I do around 600 because that's without a shout. I didn't want to shout and get too close because I was too slow to get close to him. And I was worried that if I got too close to him, he might teleport or I might get slowed. So I was like, okay, well, let me just go ahead and try to go for the Sunder from far away without the shout because my shout doesn't have enough area of effect to hit him. Me and shouts, I have went from having Infernal Cry and Seismic Cry on my tree this entire time to just taking them off. Because Infernal Cry I took off simply because I needed the space for Blink. And then Seismic Cry, I kept on, but at the same time, it doesn't have a whole lot of range to it. So I would like to get my Seismic Cry range like doubled in the future. That would be nice because in these kind of situations, I wouldn't even Seismic Cry it because I know I won't hit him. So you know, that kind of thing. But overall, I'm excited with the kind of damage he's putting out. He's putting out 600 per Sunder when it eats. It's like somewhere between 600 to 800. But I'm feeling like it's really around 600 whenever he eats shields in order to do an automatic crit. Now, I am still running super critical. Please bear that in mind on this one. I think I changed it up a little bit later, but currently I think I'm still running super critical. Okay, so he put out his shield. All right. So we gonna, yeah, so we hit him for 800K in 2 hits. Roll out the way for the Ice Slam. Charge him. So that's what I like. Like whenever you charge and it takes you out of the way, just teleport back. That's what I'm starting to figure out when it comes to his playstyle. I like the idea of like a roll, teleport. Charge, roll, teleport. Stampede, roll, teleport. You see what I mean? Like the teleport kind of flips me back to where I was. So I'm not really out of it. Like for example, generally, if you didn't have teleport, what you would have done there is try to roll and then try to walk back. There's no walking. Like all of the walking is gone. It's teleport, it's dodge roll, stampede, teleport, dodge roll, stampede. It's that over and over and over again. I'm not just sitting around doing nothing. You know what I mean? Trying to run back and try to get back in position and do another stampede. So yeah, so with that being said, we can go ahead and take a look at the character now and go over some of the things that he has and some of the things that I've made changes to. I think that he is doing pretty good. Let me go ahead and turn his volume back up here and switch you back out to gaming. Sorry about that, it's a little laggy. Let me check my stats just to make sure everything's good. Oh, I'm at 60 solid. Okay. It's not even flinching. Okay, cool. Just making sure everything's good. YouTube was saying that it was having some problems, so that's why I was checking just to make sure. All right, so with my character, let's see here. Okay, cool. Alrighty, so a few things. I've made some serious changes to this tree. All right, let me do that. So that way you guys are seeing my main build. So as you can see here, I did put, this was some requests that people had. Essentially, I've made some changes. I've moved some things around. So now you can see the health bar of enemies because my stuff isn't in the way. I do apologize for that. I also now you can see my life and shields and stuff like that. And you can also see my health bar above my head. So I think that that will help in the future. And then when it comes to my ascendancy and points, okay, I've made a lot of changes. There are a few things that kind of irked me with my build that I needed to change, and now I really, really like it, okay? It was requested that I go over the gems, and we'll go ahead and hit those real quick. So for the gems, currently, there's a few things. So this right here, Control Metamorphosis Diamond Medium Large, you need this guy for 2 different reasons. You can use the Control Metamorphosis Diamond Medium Large here it'll let you hit this 25% attack, 25% attack, 25% attack. This is 75% increase in attack. This is equivalent to this node if you have 75% block chance. So basically you can hit all three of these without having to go all the way up this terrible tree. This tree is awful, bro. This tree is so bad. Thanks for the follow, Flux. And so you don't have to go up this tree. You could just hit all three of these nodes. And then once you hit all three of these nodes with a medium large ring, and medium large is really hard to find. So I would suggest, and this is going to be a part of my build guide, the medium large is used in 2 different locations, and I can show it to you. So let me go ahead and respec real quick. Actually, do I need to respec for this? Yeah, I do. I need to take this out so I can pick it up. All right. So the medium large is used in 2 different locations for the Titan or the Warrior. Basically, it can use here. It'll give you the access to these 3, and you can also use it here, and it'll give you access to these 2 nodes. The stun buildup, 25% increase attack area damage, as well as the 15% increase area of effect if you've been stunned, and 50% increase area of effect for attacks. So you can see how it lights up right there. Right there. So you can see it lighting up over there in the corner there. Yeah, I think everybody can see that. Okay, cool. So basically you can use it in 2 different locations. So whenever you first started leveling out your character, it's best to probably get this early because it's very hard to find. Now, at the same time, it does take your resistances away. Chaos isn't really a problem when you're leveling up, but chaos is a problem at higher end levels. So, you know, it can be a problem. Oop, I didn't mean to do that.
I have a different plan.
Okay, and let me just put that back and put that back. All right. So Control Metamorphosis doesn't have a level requirement, so you can just wear it as soon as you get it. And a -13 to all elemental resistances usually isn't a problem for leveling because, you know, as long as you put your resistances on all your other gear, you're okay. So you would want to make this kind of one of your first priorities. On my previous video, I used to have a very small ring. Very small ring used to let me go for the 1% chance to block, and I would be able to hit that plus this, and that would be the end of it. I decided to forget that. I would rather go for the damage because I don't like this tree, man. I don't like it. I've never liked it. It's one of those things that you kind of deal with, but you don't like. There's a few reasons. So one, it takes so many points to get here, right? So granted, I came over here for the block chance, but also because, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you got to hit this because it has 10 strains. So 6, 7, 8 points, right? And then the 8th point is 5% reduced attack speed for 20% increased stun buildup and 40% increased damage with 2-handed weapons. I wanted to do addition by subtraction. Essentially, if I remove this, then I gain 5% increased attack speed is the way I looked at it. And if that's the case, then if I had this plus this over here, I didn't need this is the way I looked at it. Because in my past tree, I was running 4 points here, and this is 6, 10, 14, 18% increased attack speed. But this right here is only 4, 7, and 5. So 4 and 7, 7 and 5 is 12. So this is 12 and this is 18. And this right here is a 5% reduced attack speed. So it's addition by subtraction. These two together is 17% increased attack speed. And then this one is 18. So now I can get rid of all of this. The problem is now I lost my damage. So where are you going to get your damage from? Because this right here was what, 18, 36, 36, and then 72, and then 82, 90. And then this right here gave you another 40. So 130% increased damage plus 50% increased area effective attacks. So it's a lot of damage right here, right? But I really wanted these points. And plus I had a point over here for strength and dexterity for armor and evasion. I was like, forget all that. Forget all this. So to make up those points, I did a few things. One, I went for rage. I really like rage, especially this one. This one here, this one sucks. It sucks because you keep moving. If you didn't keep moving, like for example, if you're running Totem or Earthquake, this is fine. Or if you're on Totem, Earthquake, Sunder, Upheaval, all fine. Then you can do something like this because you're gonna get hit. But when you're running Stampede, you don't get hit that much. Therefore, you can't keep this up. So you're not gonna have max stacks no matter what you do. However, if you're defending, you will. So basically I use this rage for offense, or for defense, I use this rage for offense. I think that is the way that this should be on this one here. And I ran out of points, so I had to use one from my real tree in order to actually get over here. But essentially I wanted this. So basically gain 1 rage on melee hit, on melee hit, on melee hit, and then inherent loss of rage is 25% slower. You'll see while I'm stampeding around, and when I start doing some of these maps, we're gonna do a couple of tier 15s and tier 16 maps. When I'm blasting through these maps, you'll see my rage is at max. And I want it that way because rage is 30% increased more damage at cap. That more damage is equivalent to like this more damage or this more damage. So it does more damage. It's a multiplicative factor versus a additive factor. So I wanted that instead. So this right here makes up for a huge percentage of what I lost because I can just keep rage going. And I was like, okay, that's good. And this only cost me what, 4 points? And I was already here, right? So it only cost me 4 points for this. This cost me 8. Let me see. It cost me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points. So it cost me, well, I'll say 16 points because obviously I just brought it down here. So it saved me around 16 points, 15, 16 points. So this right here only cost me 4. And then, so that gave me that. And then I also had points here, but I took it out because I realized something over here. That instead of me going for the offensive stance, I went for this right here. There's a few reasons for this, okay? I was griping on saying, 30% increased block chance for 25% reduced global defenses. I was harping that this wasn't a really good trade. It actually is. So when you look at your character, right? We all are pretty much under the impression that armor sucks. I would agree. I don't think armor's that great. And at the same time, I don't think armor's so great to the point where I don't mind losing some of it. So for example, whenever I had my previous build, I had points here. So basically I had block chance, and then I had 12% increased block chance. Stagger empties 50% faster when your shield is lowered. I don't like stagger, let's look at it real quick before I start talking. Fills up your stagger bar based on the damage they hit. Blocking hits. Okay, so stagger and stun meter. So I don't care about this. I just want to make sure that I read it properly before I started to talk and out my butt. I don't care about this because what happens when we put up our shield? We get the hell out the way. We teleport. We immediately teleport. So for us, this doesn't matter. And then on top of that, you run, like for my teleport, what I run on it is energy barrier. So energy shield recharge begins immediately and is not interrupted by damage for 2 seconds when stunned while using supported skill. So basically, if I try to shield away, hold up my shield, and then teleport away, and I'm not because I'm stunned, my energy shield recharge will begin immediately. So I'll get my energy shield somewhat back right then and there while my shield is up, and that will help me. So essentially, stunning doesn't really bother me too much because I can just teleport away and put some distance between me and the mobs. So now, because I'm not worried about it, I don't really need the secondary. I just wanted the block chance. Okay, cool. So that's 2 points. And then you come over here and it's like, okay, 10% increased block chance, 15% reduced slowing potency of debuffs on you. This doesn't matter at all. Why not? Because time of need exists, and time of need has fast forward. So time of need, if we go here, time of need, currently my time of need, it has a time of blessings of 7 seconds. So 7 seconds for my time of need blessing. And then we'll add, 2 to 3 if we keep swapping, like teleporting. Every time you swap, it puts time of need on a cooldown. And when you swap back, it'll be on cooldown. So there is that. I'm sorry, I have two mice. So it puts time of need on a cooldown. So let's say, every 7 seconds on my main abilities. And then whenever I keep swapping, going back and forth, it goes up to like 10. But either way, I have my shield up when I'm on my second swap. So it doesn't really matter. So this right here will cleanse it anyway. So it doesn't really matter. So the secondary abilities that you get from this one and this one kind of suck. The only one that's actually worth something is here, 6 life gain when you blocked. This would have mattered because I used to run this plus this right here. So I got 26 life when I blocked, and I thought that was like a baby surrenderer, right? Because the surrenderer gives you 120, right around 120 to 130% life or 130 life whenever you block. I don't need this either. And I don't need the point that it takes to get there. So basically it allowed me to remove this point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 5 points right here. I took all those points away and I just put it here because this right here is 7% increased block chance. Okay. 30% increased block chance, and then 7, and then go right to where I want it, which is 1% damage, because all of this over here sucks. 37% increased defenses for equipped shield, 100% increased defenses for equipped shield, 37. None of these matter because my shield strength, my shield armor is 152. So increasing it by 200% doesn't really do me any good. It gives me like maybe 1% overall in armor. Same reason why I don't go here for this one, because 100% strength requirement of boots, gloves, helmets also added to armor. I don't wear strength really. My boots, gloves, and armor are all energy shield. So it's like armor, energy shield, or energy shield. And this is the only one that has armor and evasion because it gives me a little bit of dexterity. But outside of that, everything else is energy shield. So I don't really need this one. It's the exact same principle. So up here, I didn't really need it. So I was like, okay, cool. Now I can just go here and then get the 30% increased block chance to override everything that I did. And that would work out really well. And I didn't really lose a whole lot. So like, I'll show you.
Yes.
So if we come here and we remove this. All right, so look at my shield, my life, and my shield. I'm at 2,700 and 4,100 on the shield. And we'll just go like this, right? Bam. All right, so I lost 300 on my energy shield. And my block chance just took a nosedive. But and my armor is currently at 48%. I'm not sure what it was previously, but currently it's at 48%. So, okay, cool. So I lost 300 shield for that. That's a pretty good deal. I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty good deal. It takes 25% reduced global defenses of your evasion, but who cares? I'm not running evasion anymore, so it doesn't matter. That's the reason why I was okay with losing this right here, because it doesn't matter anymore. My evasion doesn't matter one bit because I have armor, I have energy shield, and I have ways to recharging my energy shield. So now, as soon as I add this point back, let me see if it'll let me. No. All right. Fine. Where did my points go? I thought what happened?
Stone. Yes.
Oh, my bad. P, it was in A. Okay, cool. So it's in weapon slot 1. So as soon as I add this back, all right, let's take a look at it. Let's add it back. It dropped my armor down 1%. 1%. Why on earth would I not run that? And then it brought me down, it brought me from, what was it, like 40 something to 68% block chance. That's stupid. Like, why would there's no point why you shouldn't do this. So, and it gives you all the block chance you ever needed. So if we go back and we refund it, let's look at it one more time just to see what our armor was. So it's at 47. Without it, 48. And then we add it back, 47, bro. Like, it's really not that big a deal. So now it's like, okay, this makes more sense, right? And then I just took, this was 1, 2, 3, 4 points, or 4 points in order to get here, right? I just took it from here. This was 3 to get here, and this was 2 to get here. So I took all 5 of these points and literally just put it right here. So now those 5 points have been reallocated to over here, and now I have enough block chance, and I'm happy with this, right? Because now I have 75% block chance, and then I have the 74% increased damage, and then I can change this ring from very small to medium large. And now that it's medium large, I can put 25% in attack, attack, attack. So now I'm sitting here at 75% increased attack damage, and between this and this, it gave me this. It's the exact same. So like this right here, when I had it added was like 107. Currently I'm at 106 for my Sunder. I think it was like, I can show you. Okay, so Sunder's is sitting at 100. It was at 106, but it's at 100 with rage. Okay, so whereas before it was at 106 without. I would rather have 100 with rage because rage is 30% increased more damage. On top of that, I also did this guy. This guy needs another explanation. This is Against the Darkness Time Lost Diamond. Small passive skills and radius grant 1% increased maximum life. Small passive skills and radius also grant 2% increased fire resistance. I needed this so bad. So a couple of reasons. One, I wanted the fire resistance. So my fire resistance was relatively low. And then this is also the most densest cluster because right here you have your war cry empowered attacks from Warcry, and then Warcry empowers an additional attack. You want that obviously because it allows Sunder to hit multiple times. And then over here, you also want 15% of physical damage recouped as life. That's what heals you, so you got to have that. This one gives you armor in order to get there over life regeneration. That's just personal preference. And then over here, you want this because this is your aftershock. So everything over here you're going to use, you obviously have to use this because this gives you 18 strength. And we use this over here, 1% increased damage per 15 strength, 10% reduced maximum mana because we run blood magic. So we have the most densest area. And then on top of that, a lot of times people will also put points here for 60% increased damage against enemies with fully broken armor and 100% increased armor duration. These are okay too. And these will give me more health because every passive node gives me 1% increased health. So basically I picked up 1%, 2%, 3%. This doesn't count. 4%, 5%, 6%, 7%, 8%, 9%, 10%, 11, 12%. So 12% increased maximum health. This allowed me to take points off of maximum life. So now that I had this, I removed this 15% more maximum life. This right here, I have been running since I was like 30, like level 30, bro. I'm like 92. So I've been running this the entire time. So I finally was able to remove this and then kind of go for 4. So I've been testing the hits or crushing blows and the 40% more damage against heavily stunned enemies. I've been testing this against this side. I like this side more. So here's the reason. Okay, hits or crushing blows. This is kind of cool because that means that every hit that you make has a chance to basically stun them. Not heavy stun them, just stun them in general. So this is cool, but this is really good. And also this is better. So 20% chance for slams to use aftershocks. So I have a video coming out that isn't out yet, but in that video I talk about how much stun you actually need. And so the aftershock actually builds your stun threshold, whereas this doesn't. This doesn't actually build anything. So it's not exactly giving you the stun buildup. Now this is increasing your stun buildup. And then this right here, 40% more damage against heavily stunned enemies. This is great if you're bossing and stuff like that. But I think I'm okay with my damage because I would rather have this over here because every second slam you use yourself is ancestrally boosted. So basically it means that if I sunder and then sunder again, either the first one or the second will be ancestrally boosted. So that's 20% more damage. So I repeat, more damage. Ancestrally boosted has 20% more damage and area of effect. So what that tells me is that even when I use my Sunder outside of bossing, it's strong. And then on top of that, it affects all my skills. It's not just one. So the only time that I really use this, right, 40% more damage against heavily stunned enemies, the only time I use that is when I have a stunned boss. The only time I use it. So in that time, I get 40% more damage. That's cool. But this one gives you 20% more damage throughout your entire playthrough. So whether you're stampeding, whether you're Hammer of the Gods, and whether you're sundering, or whether you're earthquaking, or totems, or whatever. Well, I don't know if totems, unless you have your totem doing the slam skill. Bear that in mind. But no matter what you're doing, you have 20% increase more damage every other hit, so 10%. But at the same time, I'd rather have it throughout my entire playthrough than only at certain intervals, because I only fight bosses every now and then. It's not like I fight them all the time. So I really like this, and I like the chance for the slams to cause an aftershock, because now my Sunder has like a 50% chance to cause an aftershock and hit again. And that's way better. And then my Stampede has a 75% chance to cause an aftershock, and that's way better. And on top of that, it can also be ancestrally boosted on top of Rage. And that's the reason why I went with this one here. So I like this way better. And now, you know, I'm not running life anymore, and I'm not running anything on this side. I'm just running this and this. And this is starting to really turn into what I really needed it to be. And I needed the extra life to make up for it, because obviously this is a little bit less than this right here. So then I went into this tree to pick up the remaining strength that I needed, get a little bit of stun threshold, because I got stunned just way too easily. I had little mobs stunning me. So I picked up this for the stun threshold, and then also I picked it up for the 3% increased maximum life. So that's essentially what happened with it. I moved away from all the stuff over here. It's not beneficial, and the reduction of attack speed just isn't me. And then right here, this gives you some dexterity. I could have gone around and grabbed another point, but I decided not to. I didn't really need it. I don't need the accuracy like that, but I'll take the attack speed, you know. And then it's like, okay, well, this is 4 points. If this would have been 4 points, this would have been good too. I don't know if I value skill speed as much as I value attack speed. So I'm not sure what the difference between the two is, but this may be better. So if you had an extra point, then this may be better. but I didn't have an extra point to give. As you can see, if I had an extra point, this would be all red and it wouldn't be yellow. So clearly I was running low on points. So yeah, that's essentially what I've done with my build. And so now I can rage out, and that's how I got my more damage, and that's how I made up for the damage I lost.
Nothing is set in
So I hope that kind of gives everybody a good explanation of what I did. My gems are still the same. My Stampede, I put Aftershock back on it. I took it off for a second, but now it's back on. And then Magnified Effect as well as Martial Tempo. Sunder has Heavy Swing, it has Heft, it has Brutality, it has Super Critical, and then it has Concentrated Effect. There is the idea of putting Bleed on it. I'm still playing with that. This one here has Fist of War, essentially boosted. It's already essentially boosted on every other hit, so it doesn't really need it. So I may change that out, but also Close Combat, Swift Affliction with Lacerate, and that's basically making my bleed deal a little bit more. I think that's what it is. I still see myself bleed. I thought it would not deal anything, but it seems to do quite a bit, so I don't know. Somebody had mentioned Swift Affliction, so I'm just testing it out. I'm not exactly sure what the full details of it are, because if you read it, it doesn't make any sense. So supported skills deal 35% more non-ailment damage over time. Non-ailment, this is an ailment. So that's why I was like, okay, I don't think 20% less duration of supported skills and damage elements they inflict. So this weapon, or this ability, Hammer of the Gods, it doesn't actually deal any damage over the time. I don't believe so. So let me go into it real quick. So Hammer of the Gods, where is it at? I know it's gonna be grade. Okay, so slamming it to the ground after a short duration and dealing immense damage based on your weapon. I don't think it does any damage. So, or it does any damage over time. So if we go to Hammer of the Gods, let's see. Main hand total damage, physical damage, and main hand chance to inflict bleeding, 50%. Main hand estimated bleeding damage per second, 194 or 19,490 to 25,000. Bleeding duration is 4 seconds. Impact radius is 3.7 meters. And ancestral boost. So it doesn't actually have any damage over time. I don't think I need Swift Affliction. If I take this off, it definitely does something. More attack damage to enemies within 1 meters. Oh, did I take off the wrong one? No, I took off Swift Affliction. Okay. What did it remove? Bleeding duration is 4 seconds. But I already had, I had Lacerate right here. 50% chance to inflict bleeding. Does it make it automatic? Because now, okay, main hand chance to inflict bleeding on hit is 50%. And then when I add this back, it says bleeding duration is 4 seconds. Supported skills, 20% less duration. Okay. Is that the only thing that it really adds? I don't know. I don't know if I really need this. Supported skills deal 35% more non-ailment damage over time. I don't think that's a thing, man. Not for what we do. It'd be one thing if the skill itself caused something, but if the skill itself doesn't cause anything, and what's non-ailment damage over time, that's like a dot, like a curse. That has nothing to do with bleed. So I don't think Swift Affliction works here. I think literally anything else is better. This is my personal opinion. I could be wrong on this, but just from me looking at it, me and Hammer of the Gods have been going back and forth a lot. I still want to keep its physical damage nature because of the way the things I run. And it's not considered a projectile, so you can't run that. And then killing blows from, oh, I can do rage. Consume rage to deal 35% more damage. Where is that at? Let me see. Supported skills right here. Hammer of the Gods. I've been wondering who I was going to give that to. Supported skills consume 10 rage if possible to deal 35% more damage. That works. So now it can deal 35% more damage if it hits it, and it generally will. You'll see why. Because I usually run Hammer of the Gods in the heat of battle. Wherever it is. Yeah, right here. So I usually hit Hammer of the Gods in the heat of battle, and I usually have rage at that point. Because I was trying to find somebody to spin this on and figure out who I wanted to give this to. Sunder, you can't really give it to Sunder, right? Because Sunder, sometimes you use it when you're fighting a boss. So whenever you use it when you're fighting a boss, 9 times out of 10, you might not have rage because he's teleported, he's moving around, you're moving around, you're dodging. So you might not have any rage. And then if I gave it to Stampede, that works really well. It's just that Stampede would just eat all of your rage. And I don't know if that's a good thing, right? Because if it gives me 35% more damage, then that's cool. But does it give the Aftershock more damage? Technically the Aftershock is a clone of the main hit. So yeah, it should give it more damage. So technically I could do this, but I mean, I would rather have the Aftershock chance here. And then I'd rather have the magnified effect. And then I'd rather have the martial tempo. So, you know, the only thing I would get rid of maybe is Devastate, but that's only if I had points in the tree that made me get rid of Devastate. So, you know, I don't really know of a good place to put it. You know, if Stampede had another gem socket, I would, but Hammer of the Gods can use it just fine. So Hammer of the Gods for 35% more damage. My Hammer of the Gods will kill you. If it had the rage, that is, if it had the rage. So let's go ahead and run a few maps and we can kind of go over it. See exactly how strong I really am. So there are a few maps I tried to get closer to. And then a few maps that I just did not get closer to. So we'll run this one because we're trying to get over here. I don't know if I will be able to in one video. Let me see if there's something better that's closer. I think this one's closer, but it's not it has to be corrupted and have a boss. It can't just have a boss because I need my last book or whatever. So let me see. Any of you are corrupted, maybe? I have been working on this, I promise. I'm coming back to it because now, you know, I'm not exactly stressing for cash. Whereas the reason why I left is because I was strapped for cash, because it's very hard to do all this. Well, this one here, but I can't even get over there just yet. It's really hard to do all this stuff when you're strapped for divine orbs and stuff like that. It's very hard to grow your character. So, you know, there's that. I do have a tier 16 map. I have a couple of them, but this right here, let me see. Does it increase the level? No, it doesn't. So that's not going to help. And all my towers are being utilized, so I can't make it have something. Well, let's see. Oh, I did run into this. This gave me that that necklace that gives you 27% of your max mana goes to your health, or goes to your energy shield. That's what I got from this. That was pretty sweet. I've been looking for it this entire time. I was trying to like, do I have two of them on the map or do I only have one? Okay, so that's fine. So we'll just do this right here. Go back to where we were. I think right here. All right, so we'll go back right here, and then what we can do is we can try some of these maps that are higher tier and go for that. Or we can go this way with it. Well, why not? And we can do a ritual, and we can do whatever that is. Yeah, we'll just do it this way. You spend more time looking at your map than you do actually going through it. All right, well, these 16s I'm saving. They're for the boss. Whenever I find a boss that's corrupted, it's very hard to find one, so it is what it is. So I'll just hold that one, and we'll just pick up a 15. Actually, you know what? Let's just go all in. Let's get a 15 and let's just juice the crap out of it. Hopefully I can find a 15 that is I'm weak to. So armor. Well, I'm not weak to it anymore. That's the reason why I'm trying to find it. So let's see here. Let's mapping. I have a bunch. Let's see. Pack size. Sun threshold. Here we go. So we'll put this up. And let's see. Do that. Okay. So minus maximum resistance is plus stun threshold. So they're going to hit pretty hard. So with this one here, let's go ahead and just make it as ridiculous as humanly possible. So let's go ahead and actually, you know what? Let's just put greed on it. This gives you more blue packs. Actually, you know what? Let me do like this. I don't really like rarity because it just gives you a bunch of trash. That's my personal opinion, but I'm not really a big fan, but it's whatever. So we can do something like this. So 40% increase magic monsters, 8% increase in rarity. Let's go ahead and steal that. And then let's go ahead and corrupt it. Oh God. Let's see what we got. 78% increased gold found, 45% increased amount of magic chests created to make sure everything is working. And then area contains 12 additional packs of Ezomite monsters, Minus 14% maximum player resistances, 27% increased monster movement speed, so that's going to hurt me a little bit. And then 31% increased monster attack speed, monster cast speed. Monster has 91% increased ailment threshold, so my bleeds won't do anything. But I only have one bleed, so it doesn't matter. Monsters have 93% increased stun threshold, so it kept that. And so now my waste stun's at 335%, and I'm running it. So, oh, and is it 16? Oh, no, it's 15. Okay. So I was like, this 16, bro, I'm not about to waste that. Let's run it here. Why not? All right, so the modifiers we have on it, it's a level 80 area. With rare monsters have a 47% chance to have an additional modifier, 6% increased pack size, 12% increased quantity of items found in this area. It is +1 area to monster level. It has ritual altars, as well as contains the Calgarian expedition. So a little bit of everything. So we got a completely juiced out map. All right, let's see what he's capable of. Oh, also, I'm still running. Okay, I run bleed and poison for ultimatum, but whenever I'm not in ultimatum, you want stun and freeze. All right, let's do this. Turn it down some, it's too loud. All right, let's do this. Okay.
You won't escape.
Okay, they immediately go for the bleed or the poison. Oh, no. Okay, I lost my energy shield. Not a big deal. Oh, this is a... Oh, my bad. Fine. I'll beat you the normal way. I want to be like that. Oh, my God. Come on, guys. We ain't got all day. Oh, my poor energy shield. You all right, bro? Oh, this wasn't helping. You have increased radius of item find. Oh, great. Exactly what I needed. Okay, they're armored, first off. So when they're armored, you're not gonna do as much damage to them. As you can see, nobody's exploding. They're just looking at me like I'm crazy. So you're gonna run into that. And this is what I was testing before. So if it was just stun buildup, it'd be different, but armored is a totally different ballgame. They are armored, right? Hold on. I don't think so. Maybe it's just because they're high level. Because I literally just did this test. But they're not exploding, so I don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe they are. It's just that it's not breaking their armor, I guess. Okay. Oh, they're hasted. Okay. I was like, it's hard for me to focus on them. And it's because they're hasted. Okay, well, this will do it for sure.
You won't escape.
Purple. When you get helped by all the shrines. Ooh. Thank you for the maps. Hold on, sir. Hold on. I'll be with y'all in a second. Okay, so the reason why you've seen 2 shrines. I think I have it spec'd in my tree for shrines. By L. I can't teleport through that? Oh, that sucks. Alright. Get some room. By L. Precursor, like that. Alrighty. I generally I like to wait on these before I run them. I find it a little bit easier. Not that I can't run them. I just like to complete the map, man. There's nothing worse than dying and not completing the map. Haha. This is gonna fucking hurt. I can't even put up my shield. All right. Be like that. Ooh. Okay. Haste. That was different. That was way different. Okay. I clearly disrespected them. I didn't think that 2 hasted mobs plus a pack of hasted mobs was hitting me so hard I couldn't get my health back. And then I tried to, well, I got back, I moved back and then teleported back. So teleport saved me and got me out of there. But then it's like, okay, they just came right to me. So it's like, okay, well, now I'm trying to, you know, hit the wall and then go for the Sunder or go for the Hammer of the Gods. And I got a little bit too cocky. So, you know, hasted mobs are kind of a pain. They're hasted, and let's take a look at it. So they were hasted. Maximum player resistance is really hurt because maximum player resistances doesn't care if you're overcapped. So I'm overcapped on all my resistances, but that doesn't matter because basically it takes me down from 75 to like 50. So they deal way more damage. So you have that going. And then we had increased movement speed, increased attack speed, increased cast speed. So they were all hasted. And then I had more magic mobs, and I had 18% increased pack size and 450% increased waystone found in the area. So I got my money back. But at the same time, haste can be a problem. So, okay, what could I have done better in that situation, right? It's like, okay, I hammered, okay, there were 3 or 4 rare mobs, maybe 3. Okay, so I went for the Hammer of the Gods. It killed 1, right? And then I teleported out of there. And then I tried to go for the Sunder, but they swarmed on me. And so then I would try to go for a Stampede. I think I got the Stampede off, but it wasn't enough to deal enough damage to them because they also have the increased stun threshold. It's at 119%. Okay, so they also have the increased stun threshold. So I didn't have enough to actually stun them. And then they started to swarm me again, and I got out of it again. I put up the shield wall. I was gonna go for the Sunder, but they went around it too fast. So in that situation, you're pretty much just dead. I was trying to think of like, what could I have done better? But the only thing I really could have done better is pay more attention, maybe taking it a little slowly. But, you know, getting a little cocky, thinking that you can take it. I think I could have, I mean, I don't really see like this being a problem per se, even though I died, I get that. But I think you ran into 3 rare mobs at the same time. And that's kind of something that just happened, especially whenever you lost your resistances. Whenever you lose your resistances, it can be a pain for anyone. You gotta just have to take it slow at that point. So, you know, he said she I should have done a few things better, but you know, you kind of get an idea. He's fine in those kind of maps. It's just, you can't, okay, when you run into 3 rare mobs, you probably should run the fuck away. You should probably take it a little slow. You should probably slow down just a tad, you know what I mean? But it's not that big a deal. We'll run it again. Oh, sorry, let me identify it real quick. At least he gave me some maps back. I'll just go ahead and corrupt it. Oh, 295%, that's nice. So we'll move these out the way. I didn't really get a whole lot from it because I didn't really last very long. So, you know, it is what it is. But we'll just run this real quick just to get back to where we were. So I am like, even when I go back and I review some of these videos, like of what I could do better or what the class could do better, in that situation, I can't really think of a whole lot of things I could have done better. You know, maybe pay attention a little bit more. That's about it. You know, little skill issue maybe. I have so many skills at my disposal. Maybe choose the better ones. You know what I mean? This is what I mean. Because clearly those mobs, I did not armor explode at all. And that is with 294% stun threshold. It doesn't matter, bro. Like, see, this is what I was running into last time. You see, I was able to do that to a rare, and my stun with the aftershock was enough to actually stun him out of it. Well, it didn't work on those other ones. Those other ones just laughed at me. So those other ones, there were no armor explosions. At no point in time did Stampede actually fully break their armor. It just didn't happen. So, you know, you run into those kind of situations where Stampede just does not break armor the way you want it to, you know what I mean? So, you know, we'll add this to the try to figure out stun threshold build or video. But none of this crap I'm afraid of, so it is what it is. It's almost like you're a little disappointed because now you're back to running regular old tier 15 maps, even though, you know, tier 15, I mean, it's supposed to be the highest tier, but for you it's nothing because you have shields, you have armor, you have everything, and plus you can armor explode. As long as you can armor explode, you're not gonna run into a problem. Hey. Goodbye. I need to stop looking at these because they will never be anything that I care about. Like, it would never be a 20, you know what I mean? Those only drop from, like, bosses. Okay, clearly there's a rare in our midst. Get on up in here. Ooh, y'all ran right into that. I know that hurt. Oh, well, I guess evasion. Definitely evasion. What is with you? Stop it. All right. So every people wanted to know about my shield regen. So you can take a look at it from here. Okay. One thing that's stopping you is caustic ground. So the fire is stopping me from keeping my shield going. So you kind of have to get out of the fire because, you know, you got to stop being bad. But yeah, heals up pretty quick. And then on top of that, if you running Grim Feast, which I am, Grim Feast is right here. So Grim Feast basically only costs 30 spirit. I don't have any gems on it because they cost too much. But Grim Feast makes it so there's a 50% chance to respawn a remnant when an enemy or reviving minion dies in your presence. People die in my presence all the time. And it grants recovery of 95 energy shield at level 14. I think at level 15 it's like 100 and something, like 105 or something. So, you know, it's not the greatest because I can't take it to level 18, but at level 14, it's really good. It's a nice little bump in your energy shield. And it kind of keeps you going if your energy shield isn't ready to recharge.
You won't escape.
All right, let's see what we got here. You know what's so bad about it is that I left mapping for a long time because I was so frustrated with it because it was too big and it was hard to traverse and it was a pain in the butt. And now I don't have anything that's stopping me from mapping and I still don't map. What is that supposed to do to me, bro? I can teleport, bro. I can teleport. That's not gonna do nothing to me. Anyway. Oh, for crying out loud. You know that area you just went through? Okay, well, there's some mobs over there you could have killed. Ugh. Ooh, come here. Give me that. You're dead. This is what I normally would expect whenever you're running stun, but you just don't get it all the time. And when you don't get it all the time, you fall off a cliff. There we go. Now you can kind of see what that does for me. As far as AoE, everything else is pretty sweet though. Oh, you're almost dead, bro. Every time you sunder, you roll the heck back. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. I want this. Uncut Spirit Gem level 17. Why not? Okay. Really, bro? Oh, he's already dead. Oh my. You know, at the entrance where you came in at, you missed something up there. Crying out loud. Excuse me.
I need more time. Forward!
Is it him? Oh. Okay, clearly. Really? Whee! Come on.
Fortune.
That's not the end? Is it complete? No. Oh, for crying out loud. Who am I missing? Is there another boss up here? Shush. Oh, there is. Pop. Whee! You have so, oh, okay, well. You have so much health that you could take a hit. Like, it's not like I can't take a hit. The only reason why, I mean, I switched because I just teleported. But my main abilities, I'm still at 4,100 health. You know what I mean? Like, I can take a hit. So I don't really trip when my health is too low, or when my energy shield is low. It really isn't that big a deal because I know I can get it back, or I can teleport and get the hell out the way. So I can like teleport, flip back, and then just kind of wait on it, which is what I should have did in that fight. I should have just waited and then went for it. I just was a little bit too cocky because I never really ran into a situation where haste was my problem. I've run into situations where stun was my problem, or armor was my problem, or max life was my problem, or armor, evasion, energy shield added to max life was my problem, but not haste really. It becomes kind of a pain when they're speeding you and they can kind of go around your shield because they're hasted kind of thing. But I mean, it's really not that big a deal. Like, I'll run it again just so we can be more like, if you're more careful, you can clearly do that. Like, obviously all I had to do was just flip back and then hold up my shield and wait to my energy shield and then start fighting again. That's all I had to do. But that's the thing though, man. I think that he's so strong that it's kind of misleading, right? Because it's like, okay, you have so many ways to play a fight, right? So that fight with the multiple rare mobs, it's like, okay, well, you know, you had a couple of rare mobs because you dropped a hammer and killed one of them, right? Then it's like, okay, now they're swarming you, okay? So you try to get off a stampede and it didn't kill them, but you need to get off another stampede, but they're swarming you and you lost your energy shield and now they're hitting you for your health. So it's like, okay, teleport away, get some distance, put up your shield wall, try to go for another sunder. And whenever you try to go for another sunder, they just kind of swarmed you. And then you teleported away again and then they swarmed you again because they're just that fast. So in that kind of situation, you know, you kind of just need to put up your shield. You know what I mean? It's almost like, what do they call it? It's, you have too many options that is difficult for you to make a single choice. You have so many ways to play the game now that you're kind of like frozen because you have so many ways to play it. The best way to play that would have been to just put my shield up until I got my energy shield back and then fought them. That's the best way to play it, but you have to trick your brain to be like, okay, you're strong, true, but at the same time, you can still be taken down if you get ganked by a bunch of frenzied mobs and you don't have all your resistances. So you can still be ganked down. So don't let it, you know, phase you too much, but at the same time, you know, you can still be ganked. So at that point, keep your shield up. Keep your shield up, move around. And you wouldn't run into that problem. So, you know, it is what it is. All right, so this is complete. Let's get up out of here. We learned a little bit. All right, I like the idea of constantly testing maps. Okay, cool. So this is gonna be a +1 to area, I think. Yeah, +1 to monster area level. All right, bet. So let's find another map that we are bad against. I don't like going against maps that we're good against. Everybody knows I can beat those. All of this is trash. The more you look at it, the more you start to realize it doesn't take much to figure out what's trash and what's not. All right, whatever. All right, let's do that. Let's put all this crap up. Put that up. Tier 14 map. I don't even run tier 14 maps. I literally only run 15 or 16. But, you know, times are hard. So precursor tablets, I still have a bunch of those left. Let's try to find a nice hard 15 giggity. Let's see. Oh, I'm out of regal orbs. Let me put some regal orbs down here. Gotta keep some regal orbs with me. I kind of like finding a blank map and then alchemy it because you get an extra modifier. I mean, none of it's good, but let's see. Let me see if I have a blank 15. All right, there we go. Blank 15. Put that back. Because usually when you alchemy it, you usually get something you don't like. There we go. Monster has, well, monsters have a 92% increased stun threshold. Every time you alchemy it, it will almost always give you stun threshold every single time. So that's exactly what we want. We want to test it at the highest level. We just saw what happens at the easiest level. You just blow through them. So we'll do that. And then we will corrupt it to increase the chances of finding that guy. The guy you teleport and fight. What is his name? Kosis? All right, we'll do this. We'll do this. And we'll do this. Why not? All right. Let's corrupt it. Cool, it's day 15. But it didn't do anything, so whatever. Did it do something? No, I don't think it did. All right, bet. All right, we'll do it here. All right, so it's 80 plus 1. Let's see what we got here. We still have our 16s. All right, bet. All right, let's get this one a try. All right. All right. No. I can already see I'm not breaking them. You can just see it. Like, clearly there's no armor break happening here. So at what point do you just not run it? You know what I mean? So let me look at my stun threshold or look at my stun ability. Okay, let me just get right here. All right. Stampede. My stun is at 290%. 290% stun build-up modifier. And in order to trigger the stun. And it's just not happening. But let's see. We'll keep going. Let's find this boss first. He's always fun. So the character still pretty much plays the same. It's just that your defensive capabilities are better. Wow. Even there where you should have... Ooh, I didn't even get that jade in. Yeah. Even there when you should have exploded, it doesn't explode. So I don't know. I gotta go back and look over the video. It's one of those things where you can't really... Where is this man at? You can't really put your finger on it. You kind of have to look at the video and see exactly what happened. I heard him. Where you at, bro? Oh, there he is. Is that him? That can't be him. That's not him. Hey, a mana boy. Hi. No. Eat that, please. I am this close from specking out a Devastate on my Stampede. I'd much rather have the damage, you know, like the Rage one or just anything, just to go for the damage, man. Man, where is he at? I didn't clear out this whole area trying to find him. And see, this is why I like it. Because, or what I'm doing now. Because look at my rage. It's just chilling, you know what I mean? It goes down a lot, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, it's doing so well. I'd much rather have it this way because now I hit harder. So even if, you know, you're running the maps like this where you can't actually break their armor, you're still okay because you deal a ton of damage. Once you get going, that is. Where is he at?
You won't escape.
Oh, there he is. Come on. You can get it too. Ow. He ran right into that Sunder. I ran right into his hit too, though. But it doesn't deal as much damage when you have a full energy shield. Now, if I didn't have a full energy shield, would I have taken that hit? Hell no. Because even with the energy shield, or even if I had full health, he would have probably put me down to like 20 or 30%. Like I would have never taken that hit. But I mean, now I can. So it really all depends on whether or not you have your energy shield or not. But he's not the one that I really care about. Kostas is the one that I like. I wish they just take that little mana thing away from him, and then he turns into a really cool fight. Because the mana thing is how you kill him. You know, while he's doing that, you just kind of kill him. Oh. Seriously? Seriously, bro? Oh, look, I think it worked. I think it took my my rage. It took some of my rage away and went for the kill for 35% more damage. I know that hurt. Oh, maybe I should hammer the gods a little bit more often. Every time I see a rare pack. See, but the thing about it is, because I deal so much damage, they don't really hurt me like that. Even though I can't break them. He doesn't matter. Pow. I wanted to hit him with the Sunder, even though that's overkill. But I could have probably killed him with just a charge. All right, let's see. All right, so this is level 80 plus 1, so it's a level 81 map. So it's essentially a tier 16. You can eat that stuff, like shocks and explosions and stuff. I mean, don't be stupid, but a lot of that stuff you can just eat.
You won't escape.
Especially, you know, if it's not like a negative 30 to your maximum resistances or anything crazy. He can stun you. That guy that spawns from the Great Beyond or whatever, he can stun you pretty good. Generally when I see him, if I have the upper hand, I'll try to go ahead and hit him with it or hit him with a Sunder. But if I don't have the upper hand, then I'll just get back. It's a little bit easier if you get back from him. Oh, hi. All right. Okay. So the only reason why that didn't work is because my Stampede didn't, whenever it did his Aftershock, it didn't hit him. But if it had actually hit him, then it would have broken his armor, and then I could have went for the Sunder. But at the same time, I mean, have y'all seen an armor explosion? Because I haven't. I mean, I killed them, sure, but no armor explosion. It like, okay. See, this is what you didn't have. I was getting stunned out of my shoes. And what did I do? I flipped back, I teleported back, put up my shield wall, and then did something, right? This is what you want to do. Obviously, I'm gonna pick up that gold amulet, but this is what you want to do. If that's happening to you, you can move, man. You're not stuck to one area. Come here.
Hammer of the gods.
All right. Simulacrum, gold amulet. Okay, cool. Splinter. Shoes. Oh, for crying out loud. It's like, it's shoes, bro. Like, you gotta get the shoes, you know what I mean? If it was like, okay, the only thing that I will actually, like, I always pick up is, like, obviously the Cultist Great Hammer, because I'm still waiting for a good one. Just in case. Fuck.
Indeed.
Just tell me you don't like me, bro. Like, why would you? Okay. Oh. So you got 6. Still got your physical damage. Light radius. 17% increased physical damage. Okay, you clearly don't like me. All right, we'll just put it up here. We'll play with it later. I don't have enough Chaos Orbs to keep playing that game. I had a bunch, obviously from doing all the ultimatum running, but I don't have enough anymore, so whatever. I did get one good one, but it's okay. I mean, would I use it? I mean, I might test it. This one right here. Was it this one? No, it's not that one. It's this one? No. This one? No. This one. All right, so 142% increased physical damage, adds 20 to 36 physical damage. And then I tried to corrupt it to try to make it a little bit stronger. But I mean, it's pretty good for what it is, but I didn't get the reduced attribute requirement. So because I don't have the reduced attribute requirement, I can't even wield it anyway. But these 212 weapons, like, I really want them because I want to try out the whole splash damage. But I mean, you could try out the splash damage all you want to, but if you run into this kind of situation where they're just not exploding, I mean, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? So let me see what this turned into. Rarity of item find, maximum mana intelligence. Increased armor. Okay, well, we'll put you over here. I keep all amulets and rings. This is a habit that I had even back when PoE 1. I never get rid of them. I just keep them. Because you never know. You might come around later on and may actually need them. So I just always hold on to them. I'll put you in like my true map tab. Clearly I've been working on this. Just got a bunch of them. And just kind of throw this over here. All right, bet. All right, let's see here. It's really easy to tell when you get stunned, right? Because your skills aren't going off. So the moment you get stunned, man, just put up your shield and get back. And you should be fine. Okay, I don't know what I'm playing with them.
You won't escape.
I have thought about how I feel about Leap Slam, you know what I mean? Swapping it out for Stampede. I may do this one day, just to see what the difference is. This is probably the best map to figure this out on. Okay. Clearly, I don't want that fight like that. Batista Bomb. So, I mean, can you murk these guys? Sure. But, you know, with the stun threshold doing its thing at 118%, it makes it a little bit difficult. I thought they were armored. Are they armored? Ailment threshold, stun threshold. Oh, they also have an additional modifier. So bear that in mind. It could be anything. It could be armored, it could be bubble, it can be whatever it wants to be. And the area is corrupted. +1 to monster level and it's corrupted. So, you know, it is what it is. Oh, there's nothing left. Okay. Okay, you're armored. I can see that you're armored. So I wasn't imagining things. See? Armored people don't blow up. It just is what it is, I guess. Maybe it's just me. But when they're armored, they don't blow up. At 300% stun buildup with Stampede. Now, it could be something a little different because with like Leap Slam, because Leap Slam actually consumes, whereas Stampede doesn't. So like if we go to our gems and we look at Leap Slam, 30%, 38% more stun buildup, and then it says consumes fully broken armor on enemies to cause 500% more stun buildup. So it can consume the way Sunder can consume. But I don't really like that because if it consumes, then obviously Sunder can't. So it is what it is, you know? All right, cool. So we can do another boss one, but this boss one won't drop anything because he's not corrupted, and I don't have a way to corrupt him. So I do have an option in the tree, maybe? Let me see. I don't think it's gonna matter. Yeah. See, I did it like this. So basically +1 to map boss difficulty, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. Because I'm trying to get the final one. I need one more book. And slay a boss in an area 79 plus map to earn points to this tree. Additional points are earned for slaying bosses in maps with higher area levels and difficulties. 2 points can also be earned for completing the Pinnacle of Flame quest. You must be the map owner to earn points. What's the Pinnacle of Flame quest? Oh, Pinnacle of Flame. Obtain 3 crisis fragments to open locked door. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know where those are. The Citadels, I've been looking for it. I don't know where it's at. So I gotta keep looking, but yeah. Okay, maybe that's all I need. And maybe that's the reason, but I haven't run into a corrupted map that had boss in it. So we'll just run this one because, you know, why not? Because you guys know how much I deal to regular mobs. So little things don't really affect me, but you don't know my boss damage. So we can go ahead and take a look at that together. Let me see. What is it? Okay, so it's also ritual, but it's not corrupted. So we'll just grab a 15. Nothing too crazy. Sure. Just throw a 15 on it. It won't matter. I don't think I can, I mean, we can try it. I don't mind burning the 16. We'll burn this one. This is with Enfeeble. Just to see. I don't want to burn this one, because it has stun build up, and I don't want to do that on a boss. That's a bit much. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it's enough, but I doubt it is. I think I've run into a situation where I've done this before. It didn't do anything. Let's see which boss I get. I don't remember this one. Oh. I can armor explode him. It's going to be a wrap. So, you know, armor explosion is okay. But it's like, I think I rank it with anything else. You know what I mean? Like, if you're fire, then you might have one of those maps that say, you know, elemental resistant to fire, you know. Oh, no. He's one of those. Oh. Whoa. 2 bubble boys? I could have teleported, yes, but I tried to and I couldn't. Because I guess the guy was in the way. But this is nothing. The moment I see an explosion, I already know it's a wrap. I was so gonna charge that. Might as well. Cause of elements, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about being slow, bro. Let's go. Oop, that was silly. I hate him so much. I hate him from Saket. He drove me crazy. I could not stand this dude. Oh, this is really cool. See, Grim Feast keeps everything up. You know what I mean? It's not a lot, but it's enough to keep you going. Don't you dare. You and your stupid flamethrower. Ooh, this is nice. I'll come back for it. I'll see what else I got. What else they got going on? How many other? 4? All right, bet. I think everybody hates that fire guy. The moment you see him, it's like, oh my god. Let's have a ranged battle. My super slow Sunder versus your flamethrower. excuse me. Okay, you guys do that. You spend way too much time blowing up. Okay. Okay. Ooh, armor scrap. Hey. How goes it? Is that haste on you? That's pretty cool. One more. So what I do like is that with the aftershock, so by going in the tree for this guy, and every slam skill is ancestrally boosted on top of the fact I go for the slam skills, use yourself, cause aftershocks. It makes it so that I have a 50% chance of hitting the aftershock. The aftershock will consume the armor. So if you break it with Sunder, the next one that follows it will also consume it, and then it'll be critted. So it'll hit just as hard. So I do like that. It makes you kind of want to go for please stop attacking. Yeah, makes you kind of want to go for right here for the break 50% of armor on heavy stunning an enemy. Kind of makes you want to go for that, but you know, teach his own. I'm still trying to figure it out. Ooh. But it's like, okay, that's gonna take 4 points to go for that. Do you want to spend those 4 points there, or do you want to spend those 4 points and gain rage? You know what I mean? I'd rather have the 30% more damage. Like I'm actually gonna take that hit. His get out of dodge is so nice. It's so nice. All right. All right, let's head over here, see what's going on. Where the boss at? Okay, I found the boss. Oh, I remember him.
There is nothing just about excessive punishment.
All right, I'm gonna go for the hammer. Oh, that hit. Goodbye. Oh my God, 1.33 million. He's still going. Where'd he go? Bro, we're gonna be fighting for a minute. What's poison gonna do? Okay. I am facing you. You're running from me. Put a bleed on him. Do something. This man got too much health. We gonna be fighting for hours, bro. Oh, he can teleport too. That's pretty cool. Oh my God, I lost my shield. Hold on. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'll be with you in a second. All right, let's do it. Come on. Get him. There it is. Sit down, please. Sit down, sir. He had 5 million health. 5 million. And didn't even drop what I needed. Okay, clearly. He's strong, right? Like, okay, like he's pretty strong. But, okay. Here's the thing. Okay, now we actually run into a boss where we can actually see how much damage he can really do. The problem is we never ran into a boss where we can see it. Now we can see it. And you can kind of get an idea how much damage he's capable of. He deals a lot of damage, especially with the ancestral boost plus the aftershocks. I rank that better than having the 40% more damage. I just do. Like, I would rather have the 40% more damage, or the 20% ancestrally boosted and then the slam, or just have the 20% extra slam. So for example, I like this plus life, or this and this. Either way is fine. But I did this because I would have liked this, but you know, when you don't need the life anymore, then it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like I'll take the life because that'll put me at like 4,600 health. But at the same time, how much health, how much defenses do you need? You know what I mean? Because even when I died, if you look back to it, I could have just teleported back and kept my shield up and then just moved. You know what I mean? I had ways to fix the situation, and it wasn't a life problem. It wasn't a damage problem. It wasn't a health problem. You had a problem with just a luxury of too many options. That was what your problem was, and that's the reason why you died. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah. What is this? Trash that, trash that. Freezes though, cold damage, blah, blah, blah. I'll just put it up. Figure it out later. And because it has rarity plus fire and cold, I'll go ahead and keep it because I think I might be able to get a speed on it. Maybe. I don't know. That's just me probably being generous. It's probably not going to happen. But I'll hold it just in case. And we'll put this crap up. All right. Cool. So that was the boss. At level, I don't know, 87. To have that much health, I don't know. He's probably like 87. Let me see. We could probably do the math on it. So if we look at the tab here. Okay. So it's a level 80 map. And then rare monsters, blah, blah, blah. Okay. It's a level 80 map, and it doesn't add anything to the boss level. And then when I look at the boss level, if I go to the Atlas Seal Tree, I have him at +1, +2, +3, 4, 5, 6. So he was level 86. I was thinking that maybe if he's level 87, I can get my last 2 points, but I don't know. I think that I may need to actually complete the quest in order to get the last 2 points. There may be that. I don't know. But you know, he had 5 million health. So we ran through 5 million health with all those aftershocks. I hit him for 1.5 million, and the bro was still chilling like, what you got? What you want to do? But at the same time, he couldn't kill me either, right? Whenever he took my energy shield away, what did I do? I teleported, I got back, put my shield up, and just walked around. Just like, all right, cool. I'll be with you in a minute. Let me get my energy shield back and continue fighting. I mean, that's pretty much all you do. And that's what makes him so strong. Is that he has a way to make it so that he doesn't have to take so much damage. Did he just... Bro. I promise I have Sun Threshold, just not a lot of it. Apparently not enough to stop him from knocking me in the next week. All right, let's run through this. Let's run it. Oh, look, a Bubble Boy. I'm so not afraid. I can't teleport through, though. Because, oh, and a haste it mob. Okay, cool. All right, well, Bubble Boy is going at the speed of sound. Oh, it's over. Well, now. So, you know, clearly, you're crazy strong. Will you let me get my gear, please? I'm a little busy. All right. So, yeah, he's crazy strong. He can beat bosses, he can beat mobs, he can beat ads. I don't really run into any problems with any of that. We already beat the map, so there's really no point in continuing. Oh, yes there is. I'm sorry. We gotta do the rest of the rituals. This right here, whenever you can armor explode them, it's fun. But when you can't, it's like you put so much into it, it's like, why? You know what I mean? So I'm not sure. I still gotta play with it. I think the only thing that really stops me is when they have the Sun Threshold and they're like level 89 or some craziness. When they're really high level, then it's a problem. Bro, I thought you would have blown up. There it is. All right. Alrighty. There should be no reason why that should hit you. Unless, of course, you don't have teleport. Alright, let's do it. Always like clearing the mobs out the way. You, me, in an enclosed area? This is gonna hurt. Ugh. Oh, Z. I usually keep it open so everybody can see everything that drops. All right, let's get this one. I remember when I used to armor up and like put a shield behind me and stuff like that. Now it's no real point. There's enough of the Grim Feast around to keep me going. So even if they did hit me, it wouldn't really matter that much. Obviously, you should stay away from the purple smoke, but I just don't care. I just don't really think any of y'all can beat me. And see, this is the cockiness that got me killed earlier. I think it's just know when to put up your shield. That's pretty much all it is. That's terrible. Trash, trash. Trash, trash, trash. Trash. What's this? No. Trash, trash, trash. All right, let's get the last one. Okay, not that way. Oh, that's pretty cool. Dope shrine. What does this do? Oh, increased experience. Oh, that would have been useful when I was fighting the boss. All right, get the heck out of Dodge. Anybody seen an extra ritual altar? Anyone? Okay, so where is it? Okay, I would have seen it by now, so it's not over here. So I'm guessing it's over here. Ugh. What? That is satisfying, I'm not gonna lie. It's satisfying, but it's also frustrating. Because you know it's not gonna last, you know? Like, how much do you need? And I'm still trying to figure it out. But now I can't even release that video because now I gotta test some more. Like, what's the cutoff? Like, at what level is it just a problem? Okay, bro. I'm tired of playing with you. Okay, all trash. All right, it's cool. Well, I mean, all except one, right? Reroll. Damage with attacks. That's what I really like going here. Like, they don't really have anything that's just like, oh my god, this is like the best piece ever I have ever seen anywhere ever. Or it's an excellent base or something. It makes me be like, eh. Well, you can get some nice boots on that. I don't even need to defer. Like, everything on here is trash. Elemental damage with attacks. Crit chance. You're already starting off with bad on me, so I don't know. I don't really see anything, bro. 5 to intelligence. That's great. I guess. Defer an item. Oh, never mind. It don't matter. I'll just take this into the next one. I think it carries over. I don't really know. Nor do I care. Whatever. So yeah, I mean, there's a little bit going on with trying to figure out like what I can do and what I can't do. But that's just mostly just keeping my shield up. I went from, okay, you gotta look at it like this, right? So I played this entire game, beat it, everything. without a shield, without holding up the shield or pressing the shield button. Now I have to use it. And so it's a little bit of an adjustment, because if you weren't using it this entire time, you got to think, because between like 0 and 60, you're not even running a shield. You're just running a two-handed weapon until something stops you, right? So in that kind of a situation, until you get Giant's Blood and you can actually wield a shield, you don't really run it. So you're kind of having to relearn it, and that's what I'm having to do. And just knowing when to use my shield and when not to. I think that saves me a lot of time. Oh, there's a breach. We can go ahead and run that real quick, unless there's a better one. I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's the best breach I have. Sorry, my map isn't as filled out as most people's, because I literally I had different ways of making money, bro. Like, I'm not. So we'll do, actually, you know what? It's probably better to hit this one and then hit this one, because then you have a higher level breach and then you guys can really see. So we'll go that way with it. We'll go to this one and then we'll go to the breach. So because of that, let me just grab something. Let me identify this. That's a very high life roll. Well, it's a decent life roll. I'll leave it alone. Ooh, 50%. I'll hold on to you. All right, bet. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll put these two up. I don't need anything irradiated at the point. Everything I already have is already irradiated. So let's go to maps, drop this off. We got 2 here. Ready to item find. Okay, so now we're back to the whole -12 player resistances, so that should be fine. Do I have any more greeds? It's still, yeah. I'm running low on these. I use them a lot. I'll wait. Actually, you know what? We don't need to wait, because the next one, you can't run distilled on breach maps. Well, you can. It's just that it'll consume it. So I'll just do this. Okay, pack size. I'll take that. Let's corrupt it. Make it as hard as humanly possible. Otherwise, you won't know how good I am. Buggy, but oh, it went 16. Damn it. Of course it went 16. Of course it went 16. I can't use it. I can't use it until I get to another boss, a corrupted boss, and then I can use it. Because I still haven't run into a corrupted boss, and I have the feeling that if I run into a corrupted boss with a tier 16, he'll be high enough level that I can actually get the last book. So I'll just hold on to these 16s. And I'll just run a 15, forget it. Oh well, I'll live. Now that 16 did have -12 to resistances, so it's not exactly the best 16 to run in the world, especially if you're trying to fight a boss. But, you know, it might make things interesting, so there's that. Y'all dead. Oh, a bubble boy. I'm just playing with him. Clearly, I don't want that fight like that. If they want to have a range battle, have a range battle. It doesn't matter. Bruh. Okay. Are you bugged? Okay, so he gets hit by some things. Okay. Okay. Can you guys leave me alone for a second? Can't you see me and the boss are having a very interesting conversation? Okay, bro. Okay, clearly he's bugged. Okay. No, he's not bugged. I guess I gotta go in and fight him. I'll fight you inside, bro. That's interesting. I've never had one that made me go in the bubble. That's new. Maybe he's bugged. like I've had some like okay, in other games there are situations where you have to fight them in the bubble, but I haven't run into that here. Generally when you have a bubble, you can just fight them outside the bubble. Like what are we doing? But apparently for him, he wanted to be fought inside of the bubble. So, all right, whatever. I'll fight you there, bro. With a full energy shield, of course. I'm not crazy. See, like I don't know. It gives you a false sense of security when you think you can explode everybody and then all of a sudden you can't. when you run into the mobs that be like they looking at you like you crazy when you try to armor explode them, you know. But it only takes one socket to create armor explosion. Plus devastate for me, but you don't necessarily have to run devastate. You can just run it on the tree and then you don't need to run devastate. And you just won't fully break armor all the time. So I don't know. Preferences, I guess. Yee. Oh, it's a bird. I thought I was fighting whatever. Bye. Bye. Ancestral boost is really nice. That's just depressing. I get that you're running a tier 16 map or a tier 15 map, but here's a level 8 map. Just in case you still run level 8s, which I don't. Ugh. I'll take that. Be careful when you go to some of these shrines because I think it actually hits you until you actually hit it. And those meteors will hurt. Pretty solid, pretty solid, pretty solid. Oh. Pop. Blow. Give me that. Overkill. I definitely did not need to do that, and I feel bad about it too. Eat that. Pop, pop, pop. Okay. I'm happy with his damage. I'm just happy I ran into a boss that I can actually use it on. Because you got to think about it. Every boss in Ultimatum, like even when you choose the option for the boss to be stronger, it doesn't they'll be dead. From 1.6 million, they'll be dead. But his damage is good. See how quickly I'm always at 30, which is a good thing when I'm running through this. So the moment I find a rare mob and I try to go for the Hammer of the Gods, I need to do that more. Go for Hammer of the Gods. I did last time, you know, when I died, but I think that going for the Hammer of the Gods is probably the best option because the Hammer of the Gods is automatically going to be ancestrally boosted. And on top of that, it has the 30% more damage because it'll just eat my rage, which is what you really want. I wonder how quickly it eats the rage. You know what I mean? Let's find out. Let's find somebody to. Okay, it's immediate. This is gonna hurt like hell. There we go. So it eats the rage almost immediately, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Thanks. Oh, you're still alive. That's pretty cool. Aw, he has a shield like me. That's pretty cool. Bro, trying to take my build. All right, let's go over here a little bit. He's still the same old guy. Still everything premeditated. The only time it's not premeditated is when he teleports. So to make him play a little bit smoother, you really only teleport whenever, you know, you're trying to get to some place, or you're in trouble, or you know you want to get better positioning. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, sweet. Ugh. Oh, for crying out loud, bro. You thought you had a shield rush. My shield rush. Pow, pow, pow. All right. Let's do that together. Or I don't even know. Like, do y'all need help? Uh, no, they're just bugged. Okay, cool. I'll just let you do your thing, running man. I wonder if they're. Do they despawn? Nope, they're just broken. Okay, whatever. Can I? Nope. Can I? Yes. Ugh, that is gross. Oh, for crying out loud. I'll hammer it. Why not? He ate a hammer. Or maybe he didn't hit him. Oh, he's evasive. That would explain why that didn't hit him. Even invasive, I should say. It'll hit. My hammer has 100% accuracy, so at least I hope it does. You should still have it. I didn't take it off. Accuracy. Where's your accuracy? Yeah. All my stuff should have 100% accuracy. All right. So that one was pretty easy. But yeah, I mean, you can run 15s, no problem. 15, 16, whatever. It don't really matter. And you can. There's nothing that you really can't run, but you can get a little cocky sometimes or a little sleepy and you're not able to run certain maps. But that's about it. Chaos spells? No. 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 Well, it had fire and cold, and it's really high fire and cold with rarity. I'll let it live. Okay, that's trash. All right, so throw away this and this, and then money will go here with it. All right, I think this is gonna be our last map for today. Yeah, we'll run the breach, and we'll put this up. Let's ooh, tier 16 breach. With stun buildup, and they have life as maximum energy shield. Do I really want to do that? I mean, ugh, that just seems like a lot of work. You'll get a good idea of the fight up for sure. Okay, all right, we'll call this the worst that you can get. All right, all right. So we're going to a corrupted, so monster level +1 plus is delirium mirror. Oh, delirium. Sorry, I said breach, but delirium mirror plus it is level 16 with stun buildup, so no armor explosion. Apparently, it shouldn't. The reason is it has monsters gain maximum life as maximum energy shield. So they have an energy shield plus they have stun buildup. You would have to get past the stun and the energy shield in order to armor explode them. It's not happening. So for this, I would say I would be better off giving Fist of War, or not Fist of War, I'm sorry, Rage Forge to Stampede, and then taking Armor Explosion and giving it to like Hammer of the Gods, because it's just there's no point. Actually, you know what? I might just do that. That way I can just consume my rage to deal more damage and just call it a day. I mean, we can try real quick before I go into the mirror. Let me swap it back. All right. Let me go beat up somebody real quick. Um, still blowing them up. All right, bro. Oh. I had to cancel out the ability. All right, I think we're okay. All right. See what happens. You don't know my name. And I swear it feels like. There it is again. Nobody's blowing up. I knew it. What y'all looking at? Why did that take so long? It's like bugging out. This is stupid. Oh, hurry up and get rid of that real quick. Come on. Where are all the mobs at? Okay. Trying to pay attention. You can tell they're armored. So far, so good. It's just not enough mobs. Where's everybody at? Ooh. They sunlocked me. Sunlock that. All right. Okay, so you got some stun in you. That's fair. I just don't see how you can actually play him properly without teleport, bro. Like, I just don't think it's possible. You'll just die. I'll hold off on that. I'll play a little smarter today. You know, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Can't get fooled again. Oh, wow. That is depressing. All right. Nothing over here. Here's my thing. I went through the mirror, but this thing isn't increasing. I guess because I haven't found any other breaches. I've just been finding mobs. I haven't really been finding any. Okay. Okay. I think it's bugged. Okay, well, it might not be bugged. It's just I don't see it. I went over half this map. I don't see it. I mean, I promise I'm looking. What a waste of a map. It's not even showing the mobs. Okay. Clearly this map is bugged. You can tell it's bugged just from the way they're moving. I'm just fighting regular mobs at this point. Okay, bro. Clearly. Can I actually even beat it like this? Because this is clearly more than 50 monsters remain. What the? This is so dumb. Man, I really put a good book in here. I'm so annoyed. Oh, well. Nothing you can do, I guess. Ugh. Teleporting between walls is a no-go. All right. Try over here, maybe? Okay. Ugh. Okay. See how I do that? I run away, run away, run away, and then teleport into it. And then they'll run to the teleport. Did he just stun me? In mid-stride? Man. All right. All right. Maybe this will be a little bit more interesting. Oh, an exalted orb. Oh. I remember when I used to see them, I used to get so happy. Now, not so much. Like, oh. Orbital augmentation. Sweet. Oh, yeah. Give me that good stuff. Ugh. Oh, my. All right. Let me make sure there's nothing over here. Bro. Can you stop stunning me, please? Just for a second. Freaking stun arrow. Please stop it, Hanzo. That was annoying. Oh, tier 12 map. All right. Homie said no. 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 I don't care, bro. Like you're not getting off this stampede, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and watch you stampede me to death. That's fair. I'll give you that. Teleport really completes his build. That's what it is. How did I miss him? Bruh, it didn't even go. Ugh. Select to end delirium. There's no delirium, bro. Did I choose a map that already was delirious? I don't think so. Let me see. Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I did. Because that's an even number. Maybe I did. And I took the delirium away. Well, no, I didn't because it showed it at the beginning. So it's just bugged. It's not me. I didn't clear this whole map, bro. There's no delirium. Okay, whatever. That was anticlimactic. This is why I didn't like mapping. This is what made me go away from it. It's because you do all that work to try to find things and then double back on yourself and then go back and try to find things. And at the end of the day, you got 2 Hellmans and an exalted orb. In that same time frame, you could have gotten 30 exalted orbs. You know what I mean? It's just like, what? Why bother? It's just, okay, I'll keep that. It's frustrating. But we'll go ahead and call it. I mean, there's no point. Alrighty. Oh, my bad. Y'all can even tell I was. Oh my goodness. Okay, whatever. I'll just cut that part out. Yo, it's Video Grind from YouTube. I got my 4th ascendancy points today. I beat the time boss. Hey, congratulations! I'm so happy for you. Good job, bro. So yeah, I forgot to switch over to gaming. It's one of them nights. So we'll just go ahead and end it like that. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I was sitting here playing that entire map. Nothing happened. You missed nothing. So all that really happened is that I was trying to go for the map, but there was nothing. It was a delirious map, but literally there wasn't anything here. So it is what it is. But we'll go ahead and end it on that note. And that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like this video, go on the like button. If you really like it, go ahead and subscribe. I love you either way. Take care, all the best, and bye. I will see you next time. Peace and life. Congratulations. Bye.